Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry about the break. Today we're doing a video that I actually meant to release earlier, but we're doing a cross between the Joker from the Batman series and Pennywise from It. So we're going to be using Rigid Collodion today, which is kind of a scary product just because it can cause permanent damage to your skin if used improperly or removed improperly. So I'm going to show you how to properly remove it as well as put it on and explain some of the dangers of it. We're going to start by sectioning your hair into 3 separate parts. It's going to be like a Krusty the Clown kind of part where you have a top and 2 sides. Once you have your hair fully sectioned, you're going to want to take the side sections. I started with the side sections, but you're going to tease them so they stick out more. I just used a fine tooth comb. It's the same kind of comb that I use for like styling wigs. But tease the back portion and then comb the front part that sticks out so that you have a little bit smoother of a look for your hair. Repeat on the other side. Once the hair was teased, I've used some bobby pins and pinned it into place. And then start with the top. Once your hair is in the right position and only after you've already styled it, go outside, spray your hair green, and come back. Okay, so now that your hair is green, we're gonna talk a little bit about Rigid Collodion. It's kind of scary just because if you put it on too thickly, it can cause damage to your skin and can eventually pull and break your skin, and we don't want that. That's never good, especially with like fun makeup looks. You're going to start by cleaning off the area using I used a 99% isopropyl alcohol. Anything like that will work. You just want to make sure that you have a really clean starting point to adhere the makeup to. Once that's totally clean, I'm taking NYX's Sex Bomb palette, and we're taking this red eyeshadow on like a tiny little brush, and you're basically outlining where you want your lines to go. I was looking at a reference for Pennywise when I was doing this, just so that I could get the right curvatures and the right placements. Now, Rigid Collodion, you will put it on in very, 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 very thin layers, and you will take like 10-15 layers per side. Go slow, let it dry in between layers. Eventually you'll start to see like a weird puckering. My camera doesn't do a great job showing this, but you basically just keep layering it and keep layering it and keep layering it and keep layering it. And all of a sudden it's like you have a deeply embedded scar. I don't think this is a well-healed scar either, because none of my scars look like this, but that's fine. Once that's done, take your foundation, and this is my paler foundation because of winter. This was filmed in like October, so I had some sunlight. Go ahead and like smear it all over your face. Don't worry about the indentations you just created because 1, the color won't get in them, and 2, we are going to fill them up again with, I think I was using alcohol activated paint at this point, but you can use any water-based or cream-based or more eyeshadow. The benefit of eyeshadow is it will help reduce some of the shine from the Rigid Collodion. That's one issue I have with the Rigid Collodion, is it's real shiny. Oh yep, there's my alcohol activated paints. I think I was using the reddest and the one right next to the reddest color. And using a darker red helps make it look deeper and more gory. That's my issue with fake blood, is like it's the least possible realistic blood color. I digress though. Taking some red body paint. This is Mayron's Paradise AQ, and you could just use lipstick. I can't find any of my red lipstick, so that's why we used body paint today. Cream-based makeup would actually be better than water-based because cream-based will feel less like paint on your lips and more like lipstick on your lips. So then I'm taking some neutral brown eyeshadows and I'm basically making a really grungy, dirty, smoky eye. And it started using, I want to say it's MAC's Cork eyeshadow. And then their Embark eyeshadow, and then using the black from the NYX's Sex Bomb palette, which greatly pigmented black. I love it. That whole palette is actually fire. But you're basically making a circle with the lightest color, then going in with the next darkest color and making a slightly smaller circle and continuing. And that's where I should have stopped, but I don't know when to quit. Go ahead and tightline your eyes with black eyeliner, and then also I lined them. I'm not sure it's even visible, but go ahead and line them. You can either use a liquid eyeliner, or you can use like a pencil. It's really just supposed to look messy, so I would probably use like a pencil. Sometimes for really messy looks, I'll just put eyeshadow on like an angled brush, a thin angled brush, and use that. And mascara because you're blonde, and every single time you don't wear mascara, you have like white eyelashes, so curl them lashes. And my mascara matches the Batman romper, so that's cute. It's really cute. I don't think that one's waterproof though. Yep, here it is. This is where I went too far. I took a stippling sponge and used black water-based paint from the Paradise AQ palette and put it all over my eyes. It looks terrible, I'm sorry. Should have stopped. But then I also took the red eyeshadow from the NYX Sex Bomb palette, because that's still my favorite, and I used it to make Pennywise's little nose. To remove your Rigid Collodion SFX makeup, you'll need some 99% isopropyl alcohol and cotton balls. This is why I recommend not putting this near your eyes. I didn't even really go into the eye bags when I did the bottom section. You can't tell super well, but soak your cotton ball with isopropyl alcohol. And I just kind of sat it on top of the area and let it soak for a couple of minutes, and then I would gently rub. You want to be super gentle. At the same time, and this is horribly designed, I was also taking another cotton ball with makeup remover and removing the body paint so I could see the Rigid Collodion a little bit better. Do not mix up these cotton balls. You will know immediately when it happens, and it will be such a big regret. Go slow, be gentle, don't like rip it off, because that's where you experience issues and you find out exactly how many baby hairs you really do have. It's traumatic. But that's how to use Rigid Collodion, and I didn't really get any shots of the final look because I'm an idiot, I guess, and don't know how to film properly. And also haven't touched this film since October, which was like 9 months ago. But like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next, and we'll see you next time.